Hope everybody's doing well. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna show you how I make tacos. Quick and easy. First of all, what I do is I like to cut the onions up and put them in the freezer, so whenever I want to use some onions, they're already in the freezer, already cut up, cleaned, ready to go. So here's the bag of onions that I had in the freezer. I'm gonna put a little bit on here. Yeah, there's a little bit of ice on them for being in the freezer, but they're still good though. So I got my spatula and I went to the store and I bought this meat. This is the meat that I'm going to use. It's already marinated and ready to go. So I'm just going to defrost the onions a little bit. Like I said, it's so much easier when I've already had them pre-cut in the freezer ready to go. So I'm going to give it a few minutes here. Because I don't know about you, but I like things that are simple to make. I like to keep it simple. Okay, so I'm gonna go ahead and cut open the package of meat that I'm gonna use. Onions aren't quite brown, but I'm just gonna go ahead and add this. Like that because it's already marinated and I don't have to do anything to it. While that's cooking, I decided to pull this out. I'm gonna put it in the sink, so when the meat's done, I can put it in here. Starting to brown a little bit, so I'm going to turn the meat. As you can see, I did not add a lot of onion because I'm not a big onion fan, but I do like the way meat tastes when you cook a little bit of onion with it. I have it up on number 6 on the stove because I don't want it to cook too fast. I know some people like to hurry and cook, but I'm telling you when I say this, when you cook stuff too fast, sometimes you tend to burn it. I forgot to mention at the beginning that what I do is I put a little butter on my skillet before I start adding anything inside, so that way less chance of stuff sticking to the skillet. It may be a non-stick skillet, but believe me when I say things still stick on the skillet. So I've learned to add a little butter, less chance of something sticking on the skillet. Oops, lost a little bit there. That's why when you're cooking, you have to be careful when you flip the meat. It doesn't fly out like I lost a few pieces there. It's okay, I'll clean it up a little later. Now I'm going to stop the video for a minute. I'm going to drain out the juices and I'll be right back. Okay, so I drained out the juice, put the meat back in the skillet. Every now and then you find a little piece of fat in the meat, and I personally don't particularly care for fat in my taco, but that's just me. Because it's summertime now, what I like to do is, if I can, cook earlier in the day. That way I can just put everything in the refrigerator and heat it up later for the evening, and that way the kitchen doesn't have to heat up. Okay, so I'm going to continue this cooking, and I'll be back once the meat is done. Okay, so my meat's done. Turn the burner off. I'm going to let it sit for a little while, and then I'll be back in a little while to show you what our tacos look like when I put them all together. Okay, I'm back to show you the end result. I accidentally bought the larger tortillas instead of the smaller ones, but I just wanted to show you what I do is I add the cheese on the bottom, top of the tortilla, then I add the meat, and then salsa, whatever else I want to put on here, and then more cheese on top. Hope you've enjoyed watching my video about how I make fast tacos. If you've enjoyed watching my video, please consider subscribing to my channel. If you have any comments or questions, please leave them below and I'll answer as soon as I can. Thank you for watching.